So here's our found hikers, safe and well outside of some emergency department. Not even sure where that is. Obviously some kind of big town, certainly not up in the high country anymore. This is yesterday afternoon, so they were found yesterday afternoon, and she was wheeled into some hospital, they reckon, and now she's outside ready to do a press conference. Oh, God.
Tell us about what happened the last few days.
We basically got lost. Really, that was all that happened. And then we stayed in one spot for 4 nights.
And so the bullshit begins. He later on says that they walked for 2.5 hours before they stopped. So let's get this straight. They've walked for 2.5 hours, stayed in the one spot for 4 days, and didn't do anything else. Didn't try and, hike around to try and find their way out or anything. Just, we're lost. Let's just stay here. Or with someone's arm stuck in a crevice or a leg under a boulder and, eventually you got free. No, we just stopped.
And then this morning we were out. We needed to get out.
That was it. You needed to get out only after 4 days. Didn't you need to get out you're only going to go for a 2 or 3 hour hiking trip according to the story, but you didn't need to get out at that point. You needed to get out only 4 days later. Meanwhile, all these people are looking for you because you would have known that because, no one knows where you are. But you just didn't need to get out till 4 days later. What? Oh, God. This is a hard one to get through. It's going to be hard.
So at one stage you were on a track, and then what happened?
The track disappeared or we weren't good at spotting the track.
Well, which is it? Either the track disappeared or you lost sight of the track. They're two separate things. Now, if the track disappears, bear in mind these are experienced hikers. Surely, once the track was disappearing, gradually they would stop at one point before it disappeared and then double back so they wouldn't get lost. But no, these experienced hikers are walking and suddenly the track disappeared. No, or they lost sight of the track. So they're walking, so they must look away from the track for long periods of time. By the time they look back down, we've lost sight of the track. Or the track disappeared. Look, it was there. And then maybe a gust of wind blew leaves over the top, therefore it disappeared. Oh, God.
And we think we followed an animal track. And we just got to the wrong spot.
How many hours into your trip was that?
It wasn't long, a couple of hours.
Yeah, about 2.5, 3 hours. Yeah.
So there you have it. They were walking for 2.5 hours. The track disappeared, animal track, all this confusing stuff. But, they couldn't see where they were going. That's it, they stopped. Stopped for 4 days. Just after why not walk for another 2.5 hours? Because you just walk 2.5, you can walk another 2.5. No, we just stopped and sat there. You see how ridiculous. By the way, it gets worse from here. You want to think of it good, but it actually gets worse.
Okay, so you spent your last few days at one single space. Was that near a river or a lake, or where were you?
Oh, I think you'd be generous to call it a river.
Yeah.
There was a trickle of water, but water was the important thing.
Okay, so what I get from this, because they haven't mentioned the water before. They didn't say we walked till we found water, then we stopped. They just said we stopped. They've mentioned, was there water around? Oh yeah, there was a water right where we stopped. So you didn't walk till you found it. Just luckily, there was water there right where they stopped. These are experienced subversive hikers.
Keep us healthy and alive, so that's where we stayed.
So what did you eat and drink while you were away? 4 days, were you ready for that? What did you eat and drink?
We had a day packed lunch, so we had quite a lot of snack bars and things like that, and today we ran out of everything. So
in an earlier report, it was just meant to be like a day sort of hike and back a couple of hours. So she said there we took a day picnic lunch. So it lasted 4 days. They didn't say they rationed it or anything, just ate 3 square meals every day. So it looked pretty healthy. They don't look like they've missed out on anything because they got water, a trickle, and somehow all of this food.
yeah, smoothie bars, really, after we've had lunch, and we separated that for a couple of days.
So today was a day that you knew you had to get up and go and find someone, or what was going through your head this morning?
Well, now that's a reasonable question because it sounds like the impetus for getting up and walking out was they ran out of 4 days worth of food they had, even though it was only a 2-hour walk. and they could have walked out on day 1, 2, 3. No, day 4. It's time to head back and see what's going on in the world. See if anyone's been looking for us.
Well, we just thought we might leave today because at least we've had a little bit of something. But, I mean, we just decided. We'd seen what was going on underneath us, like there were noises, animal noises and...
You got to tell us, you got to elaborate on what animals they might have been. Was it like a brumby from the high country, or, was it, I don't know, what other animals are down there. But, animal noise, or even just describe the sound, you don't know what animal it is. Just animal noises. What, scratching around, howling. Oh, yeah, when you tell it a pork pie, you got to keep it very, very tight.
People noises.
Hang on. What was that? They also heard as well as the animal noises?
People noises.
Oh, hang on. If you could hear what people noises? What they were talking? How did you know they were people? Because if you just hear rustling, that might have been an animal sound. So you're definitely sure you heard people noises. Well, if you can hear people noises, then they can hear you. So did you probably sing it out? Oh no, no. We just heard him. Just wait another couple of days. I told you this got worse, didn't I?
We had a couple of days to explore, sort of looking down. We felt.
Hang on, you said you're staying in one spot. Now you're either exploring or you're staying in one spot, because exploring something you do on a hike. You said you stopped hiking. And that sounds like you're well enough to just explore the local area. Why not explore a way to get out? These reporters just making they've got their scripts to read. They're making like this is just all normal. No further questions, Your Honour.
More confident, and we thought we could do it.
What was it like staying out there at night time? We know you're experienced hikers, but what was it like?
There they go with the experienced hikers garbage again. Look, experienced hikers don't somehow have a track disappear under them, which was what their phony fake show story kind of got going. They just contradicted themselves all over the place with this. But there's the best is yet to come.
Staying out there, sort of not equipped for an overnight stay.
Serenity. Serenity. Yeah, it was lovely. Really was. The stars.
Everyone else didn't think that while you're out there, though.
So they're on the day hike. They got no sleeping gear with them at all. Not a pillow, nothing. They're out in the bush, somehow stopped magically right when there was a trickling. And it was Serenity. Yeah, okay. Can you describe how you made a bed? How did you sleep? What woke you up in the morning? Oh, were you hearing any animal noises in the middle of the night? Did you have a campfire? It was 10 degrees. Look what he's dressed in. He slept. Cold fucking 10 degrees is. That's fucking cold. He describes it as Serenity and the stars. That's how he's getting around going into any detail about how he made the bed. He did make a bed. I've got a theory on where they actually were for 4 days, so I'll get to that a bit later on.
Do you always feel confident that you were going to be found?
Absolutely.
Hmm? And what about, were you confident that you were going to be found?
Yeah.
So they could only be found by someone looking for them. So they knew someone was looking for them. They can't fall back on, oh, we're experienced hikers. What was the big fuss? You shouldn't have worried about us. They knew. They just sat there for 4 days with no explanation.
Yeah. We could hear the choppers. We could hear different things. We were in a good spot. We were in a safe spot. So I really believed that we would get found. But we knew we had to think about our mindset. And we just knew if we stay too much longer and they haven't found us, oh my God. So we thought, today we've got the energy, let's go.
Well, did you have energy on days 1, 2 and 3? You waited until day 4 and then you had the energy because you had 4 days worth of food supply.
So what did you do to
Can you tell us a little bit about what you've had to endure?
They're mainly brambles. Yeah, really. Raspberries and things like that.
So how remarkable that you walked away from this with basically track?
Yeah. That's probably what we kept thinking about. People are probably really worried that we're injured or really, and yet we weren't. It wasn't great, but we were very comfortable.
That was Serene. It was Serene, and now it's also comfortable.
What was it like when you were reunited with your children? We spoke to them through the week. They were a little bit worried. What was it like to see your 3 children again?
Oh, now that's a bit of a giveaway just there, because the woman's been answering all the questions, and then this is a trigger question for him to answer. And if you watch it again, I'll just play it again. She looks to him before the question is finished being asked, so she knows what the question is, and she knows it's his turn to answer because it's all scripted.
To see your 3 children again.
Well, any parent, I think, would feel the same. It was just great.
Did you ever think that you wouldn't see them again? Or?
Now, this was a pretty large press conference. There are obviously reporters like the one just asked that question about the kids, and that was a trigger question. But there are also reporters there that they couldn't control all the reporters. Obviously, it's the story of the day. So they probably thought, we've got our script and we'll just wing it on any other questions that we get asked by the reporters not in on it. Now, this is not a scripted question. You watch, it's so dodgy the way he answers this.
No.
You didn't feel your life was in danger or anything? Or?
No, absolutely not. No.
Why?
Not at all. Why? Because we're sensible, we kept calm, we kept rational, and that's what helped us out.
Oh, that was just so obvious. He went quiet. He's looking sideways at her. He's like, thinking really carefully about what he's going to say. Oh, yeah, that was not a scripted question. But anyway, we've just reached the best part. This is when I said it couldn't get any worse. This is it's so funny way it's the best part for us, but it's the worst part for them.
Talk us through that moment where you saw those campers today. What was that like?
Yeah.
Maybe not so much campers, because I was at a house knocking on a door. It was when we walked out of the bush and found the track which we were aiming for, and then we thought, yeah.
What track? Weren't you lost? You didn't know any tracks. All right, here's a really, really good bit now.
We're home.
So there was no answer to the door sound and knocking the door?
No. But that's when the TAFE people turned up.
Can you just run us through those last few moments? We've just heard something different from what happened. So
The wheels are falling off with this guy. He's doing a terrible job. That's different to what we heard before. Yeah, there was 2 scripts, you idiot. We weren't going with the knocking on the door of the house. We were going with the campers. Now this is the one that asked the scripted questions. So she's coming in trying to salvage this absolute debacle. Look at this idiot.
what did you do today and how did you get to civilization?
We walked out from where we were.
Did you find people or did you?
Where we were.
Yeah.
Look at him. Well, we walked out. He's starting to get defensive. Well, hang on. Maybe I'm reading the right script and you're reading the wrong script. He's going to try pull it all back together. By the way, at this point in time, this was on the Channel 9 afternoon bulletin. This was the story of the day. And right here, someone's gone, cut it back at the 9 studios. And they went back to Davina, the newsreader. Oh, well, we'll just go back to that a bit later on.
Staying for the 3 days, we could hear speedboats on Lake Buffalo, and there were campers down below us.
The wheels have just fallen off totally. It's 4 days, not 3 days. And there's campers, there's speedboats everywhere. So even if he's talking about the last day when they're walking out, did they alert the campers below? It's all right, stop looking. We're on our way out now. Something like that. What's he actually describing here? I think he's getting mixed up. It's just totally.
There were cows, there was a dog, and there were lights as well. So we knew we weren't far away from people and help, but we had about a 250-foot drop in front of us.
Okay, cows, dogs, lights, he knew. But there's a 250-foot drop, so that stopped him from shouting out. I would have thought shouting out, now the sound would travel further over a drop. But, they didn't signal. Still didn't mention whether they had a campfire or not. Well, they just slept at 10 degrees. with just bare legs.
So it took a few days just to have a look at it and work out if we could get down there.
Alright, it's clear he can't remember the script. He's got mixed up with what he was meant to have remembered seeing when he's come out to now he's saying all this happened but we were still lost middle day 2, day 3. Well, they were exploring, but apparently they stayed in one spot at the same time. They could hear campers, dogs, cats, speedboats. And somehow the rescuers could fucking find them. Oh, God.
And decided, yeah, we'll walk out.
Okay.
So was it the people who were camping that you eventually found or who eventually took you to the mountains? How did that all happen?
No, we were at Lake Buffalo and
Okay, so here's Lake Buffalo. Now, he reckons they've come out at Lake Buffalo, and as you're about to hear, he's come across a bus, so he's around here somewhere. Now, before he said that he came to a house and knocked on the door. Now he's talking about Dave bus, so I just watch it in a second. I can't see any houses near here. And just have a quick look at this. I'll show you where I think he actually was. We go back over here, so this is, I've measured some distances here. So this was Mount Buffalo National Park. Now, they were staying down here in Bright, but this is where apparently they parked their car on Reservoir Road. Now, if you have a look at here, now, this here is there, Reservoir Road. So the cops reckon that their car was on Reservoir Road. That's where they found it. Now, the only houses I can find anywhere is this big one here, or there's also this small one here. So I think it's more likely that they stayed at this house just inside. It's uninhabited, as you're about to find out. Have a quick look around. There it is. I reckon they've stayed here. And then that's where they're meant to have been found, because there's no houses down on Lake Buffalo. Just wait for it to come into perspective. You know, the shed, I don't know. There's no houses up there to knock on the... Remember you said they knocked on the door? Oh, this is just the biggest load of bull.
minibus with some TAFE people. Is it TAFE?
Yep.
Yeah, TAFE pulled up.
Yeah, so the story's changed from knocking on the door of a house to a minibus pulled up, and that's how he was found. And what would you have to ask? Was it TAFE? I just can't remember the script. Look at this girl. I think she's meant to be his daughter or something. She's starting to laugh because she can't hold it anymore. It's just falling apart.
They were going canoeing for a couple of days, and
so he can't remember whether or not they were from TAFE, but he does know what activities they were going to be doing and how long they were going to be staying there for. They're going to stay for a couple of days. Well, how does he know that? How would he find that out if he's just been rescued?
they must have thought we were the people who were lost. And oh no, you flagged down.
What did you remember? Whether you flagged them down or whether they got off and said, "Oh, are you the missing people?" He can't remember the script at all. Anyway, they're about to put an end to it. The authorities are about to step in. Watch this woman laughing behind him as she walks up to the microphone. She knows it's got the shit.
Bus, didn't you? Yeah. And so that's how it
How did you feel?
It was nice to think that we had some early contact because we were prepared to walk into Nug Nug if need be.
Can I just ask? What are you doing tonight? What's the first thing you want to do tonight?
All right, the woman that was laughing, she can't even stop laughing now. She's barged away into the seat. Excuse me. She's got a few things on her shoulder there. I think she holds a bit of rank, so she's decided she's going to put an end to this. I'm not sure whether this interview got aired. I know Channel 9 cut it off, and I found this on Channel 7's Twitter feed. I don't know if it got played on mainstream media at all.
Shower.
Yeah, thank you so much, everyone.
So one more question. Your family's drawn up a list of things
Yes.
you're no longer able to do.
Oh, so tell me what they are.
Things like you must carry an EPIRB, they don't really want you to go camping. Can you tell us, are you going to go back outdoors? And
Of course we are. The outdoors are beautiful, and we won't do, hopefully, that again. That was just one of those random moments.
Yeah, just one of those random moments. Don't think too much about it. But How does she know it's not going to happen again? Because according to her, the whole thing happened because they lost sight of the track, or it disappeared under them, or something like that. Sure, there were speedboats and cows and dogs and campers all around. I know that. But that's how that got started. So, what, she got a guarantee she's going to watch the track from now on? Anyway, this girl's really about to wrap it up now. She's had enough.
Like, really.
And
But thanks.
Thank you, Cindy and Trevor, for being through a significant ordeal.
Yeah, this interview was the significant ordeal. Very significant. And hang on, what about us, the public? We went through. Anyone who watched it had to go through this as well. Anyway, she's she's not taking any more nonsense now.
I just wanted to take the opportunity on behalf of Victoria Police to thank the media for your support. It's invaluable in any of our searches, and also to say thank you so much to our emergency service partners, all the police involved in the search, and obviously the volunteers who assist us in this process.
If this was real, why is she thanking anyone? These idiots were somehow lost between Mount Buffalo and Lake Buffalo, which is about 8 k's, and for 4 days they couldn't find them. There's campers, there's dogs, horses, noises everywhere, helicopters in the sky. They're searching everywhere and they couldn't find them. A TAFE bus. What was it? I couldn't remember because he couldn't remember either. She flagged them down. What's she thanking them for?
As Police Commander today, I couldn't be more proud of the team and the work that they've done and the way they've come together, and it's just such wonderful news to see everyone is okay and to be able to tell the family. And I really thank you for the opportunity today, and we'll tie it up there. We're going to do a very quick photo just here for anyone who'd like a quick fixed photo, and then we will tie it up because these two have been through a lot, so I think it's time. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good luck with everything.
Oh, look at her. Got her arm around him now, dragging him off. Come on, you pair of idiots. Back to headquarters for a debrief to see if we can somehow salvage something out of that debacle of an interview. Just edit out. There's not going to be much there that we can show, but at least I'm up to show something, because 90% of it was just you idiots stumbling over your words and contradicting yourselves and making outlandish, stupid statements. Couldn't remember which part of the script I meant to be reading at which point in time. But that was just an absolute disaster. So look, it's totally fake. There's without any doubt this was just manufactured, like the one that Woody covered last year. Totally, with all this soppy emotional stuff. So why do they do it? They can do it for a couple of reasons. One is, as that cop was thinking, all our emergency services, all these huge government departments that have got nothing to do. And as I said before, maybe I didn't say it, but I'll mention it now. They don't need all these emergency. There's mobile phones. They can just ring up. They've got GPS in their phones. They can just track where they are. People can track where their kids are with a GPS. That doesn't need the phone towers, or maybe it does if you don't believe there's satellites up there. That's a theory. Yeah. Anyway, but there's no way they need to fund all these huge departments where you've got fireys just sitting there doing nothing for 363 days of the fucking year. Anyway, and the other reason is, look, things are going to go bad, so they need some good news stories to try and dig. Because things are going to be that bad that people are going to do something about it. So they need to distract them, give them a bit of a good emotion hit. Come on, it's all okay. We've had this good story. Sure, you've lost all your life savings through the bailing, and you haven't got a job, and taxes are through the roof, and you no longer own your public assets. But look, a couple of old idiots got rescued. So that's what this is about as well. It's all right. That was actually quite a bit of fun, although for a phony fake show. All right, that's it for this one.